Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touch. Back. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining. As we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Jackson on first down. Forced out to his left. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Come on, QB.
From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
All day.
Jackson now to throw again. That's complete to John Ross. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And an alley to run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Let's go, let's go. Alert three.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Bullock good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. Fighting through. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Check. Check 52. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. Fresno.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. Now Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. This one complete to Ingram. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Bengals drive about to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Pick me up. Here we go.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I got you. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch the run. Check. 55. Come on.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Milano charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down.
After the interception, here's Jackson, buying time to his left. Pass incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Jackson now. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
And it's all well and good what they're seeing.
He's got a man complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 89 yards. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 21-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Jackson on first down.
Here we go.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker Preston Brown there to knock that one away.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Throwing again. Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
57, Mike, 57. All day, just like that.
Jackson will throw again. Flushed out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get this.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
57.
Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Okay, ready. Mike 55. Too little, come off. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Hey, check Mike. Watch 55.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. It's caught by Bryant. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st down, Bengals.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. To throw is Jackson, and that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Jackson rolling to his right. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Kill.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Throwing is Jackson. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, as the first half is winding down. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Corbin. 57. Mike, 57. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. 57's the mic. 50.
Here's Jackson. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Jackson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. Results in a fourth down.
Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I got one.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Don't get nervous.
Hayward. 57's the Mike. Watch 57.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
57's the Mike. 50.
Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. Being chased out left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. Green brings it in. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You ain't got nothing.
2nd and 6. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A big pickup of 38. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
On the set, the mic, 57. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. This is caught. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now Jackson throwing to start the drive. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes it...
Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, 33 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And all the way to the opposite 45.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 52 yards. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10, clear on the other side of the field. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Check 99.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 5-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon.
And oh, he coughs up the football near his own goal line.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day, baby. Go ahead and take a seat.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Good job.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 9, Jackson, and an alley to run. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Opting to run for it, the decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
And a Bengal first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Airing one out for Boyd. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, wide open, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead will swell by one more. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And
he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Tackled back at the 26-yard line.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I'm going to come back to you.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.
Up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have